Greetings, my Delaware delegates. My name is Steffi Bounds, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the ratification for the Constitution. I am one of the delegates from Delaware, like I said, but I do come to you guys today to uphold a discussion regarding the rights of the Constitution. In brief, I wanted to provide 3 reasons on why I think we should rectify the Constitution. First, after reading what John Dewey said about there being no need for a centralized government, I would have to say I agree, because the Constitution seems to be pointed towards more of the government and not the actual citizens. In addition, a government for national purposes, preserving our Constitution entire, has been the only plan here, though, agitated. I do not pretend to say, but it is theory the most unexceptionable, and practice will be the most conducive to our happiness of any possible to be adopted. Those are quoted in the words of John Dewey, number 1. So that's the first reason. I do kind of agree. That's one of the reasons I'm giving you guys why I think that we should rectify the Constitution. Secondly, moving along, when discussing the government, it is important to point out Centennial number 1. Suppose a government could be formed and supported on such principles, would it answer the great purposes of civil society? If the administrators of every government are actuated by views, private interests, and ambition, how is the welfare and happiness of the community to be the result of such jarring adverse interests? However, the 1783 Treaty of Paris stimulated that debts owed by the Americans to British subjects were to be honored, and also stimulated that former British loyalists could bring forth suits in United States courts to recover confiscated property, which in return would, made many states block their enforcement, which we don't like, and that brings us to the second reason. Thirdly, the states don't have they don't have a lot of rights. So when it comes to the Constitution, it leans more towards the federal, which in return creates the Republican form, right? So when we are going, viewing that, we have to think like, when are we going to get rights, equal rights? Why do we need a government having the right to, such us without consent? We deserve the right to a ratification because there's no way we deserve a centralized government who overtaxes us, according to Constitution Article number 1, Section 8. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, impose and exercise, to pay debts, and provide the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties imposed and exercised shall be uniform throughout the United States. Why do we even need taxes? Why can't anything be up to the people? Sadly, for these reasons I stated above, is why I think we should rectify the Constitution as soon as possible. Therefore, I am Ms. Bounds, delegate of Delaware, opposing the Constitution of the United States.